Here is what's coming up in today's Frontline compilation. 2 Russian infantry sprint toward a Ukrainian fighting position across short ground. Most assaults now move with 2 or 3 troops, no armor, as drones reshape the field, and this clip shows how close quarters gambles look under that new reality. An unusual video has emerged from near Bakhmut, where a Ukrainian soldier received a mobilization draft call while already stationed at the front line. The brief phone exchange, captured on camera, has drawn attention for its ironic and rather humorous timing. An FPV swarm shuts down a Russian assault, catching armor and infantry in the open. Strikes tear into a tank, an IFV, and several trucks. Watch how the run sequence leaves no room to regroup. Near Limanske, defensive drones meet a Ukrainian push on a fiber optic feed. Hits land in quick rhythm. Why they appear almost simultaneous is part of the story. This is real footage. No effects, just raw moments from the battlefield. Subscribe to stay updated on every Frontline report and stick around to see it all unfold. Let's get into it. Russian sources show clear drone footage of a strike on a Ukrainian HIMARS near Nikhanarivka in Donetsk. The launcher sits in view before the hit. The munition impacts and the vehicle burns. Ukrainian reports say the entire crew was killed. The sequence is shown from approach to detonation, then smoke fills the frame. There is no visible movement around the site after the blast. The clip presents a single decisive strike. Watch how the fire builds after impact as the camera holds on the wreck. A lone Russian is exposed in a trench as a loitering munition approaches. He raises his rifle and fires toward the drone without aiming. The drone keeps coming. The footage shows the short exchange and then the detonation at his position. He is killed in the blast and his body catches fire. Flames spread across his clothing while smoke rises in the frame. The camera holds steady on the spot, showing no movement after impact. Troops from Ukraine's 95th Air Assault Brigade fight at close range in a trench. A Ukrainian throws a grenade at an enemy only a few feet away. Debris flies back toward them. A small fire starts in the trench after the blast and burns on loose debris. The fire is small and stays low. They toss it away and keep moving. The team advances and clears the dugout. The camera stays tight on the trench and the immediate area. High-definition video from the Ukrainian 5th Assault Brigade shows drone-dropped munitions striking Russian troops. The releases are steady and on target. Multiple impacts land among grouped soldiers. Many soldiers are killed or injured where the bombs hit. The footage focuses on the drops and the immediate effects. The sequence is short and clear, ending as the drones finish their runs. Another footage of the Ukrainian 3rd Assault Brigade shows drone-dropped munitions hitting Russian troops in the snowy outskirts of Crimea. The bombs strike accurately, landing among soldiers as they attempt to move across the open terrain. Multiple impacts cause heavy losses, leaving men scattered in the snow. The clip shows 2 Russian soldiers ride fast down a road on an ATV. A Ukrainian kamikaze drone pursues along the same route. The drone closes the distance, aligns, and detonates. The riders are killed in the blast, and the ATV catches fire as thick black smoke rises. One soldier approaches the burning vehicle, looks briefly, then turns and runs to save his life. Watch the gap close, the ignition, and the smoke building over the frame. Drone footage shows a half-dozen Russian infantrymen trying to defend a hole near Robotine. An unspecified blast, possibly a hand grenade or a drone-dropped grenade, erupts at the opening and flushes the first Russian out. He is caught in the open and shot from multiple angles. He is dead within seconds. The rest fire from the entrance for a short time, then lay down their arms and surrender. Once disarmed, they are escorted away from the site, walking within a few feet of their dead buddy. A Russian assault is shut down by FPV strikes. Hits land on a tank, an IFV, and several trucks. The runs come one after another, leaving no time to regroup. Vehicles catch fire and thick smoke rises. The focus stays on the moments of contact and the vehicles as they are taken out. Two views show a Lancet drone striking a Ukrainian self-propelled gun. The edit splices the angles so the approach and impact can be seen clearly. The drone makes a direct hit and causes significant damage to the vehicle. The source identifies the target as a Zuzana 2 self-propelled gun. A soldier is seen running away from the vehicle after the hit. The whole vehicle catches fire and thick smoke comes out from it. The footage is brief, focused on the strike and the burning vehicle. Footage shows two Russian troops caught without cover by a Ukrainian bomb drone. The loitering munition tracks them, makes an attack run, and detonates between them. Smoke spreads and hangs over the area. One soldier runs away from the scene with unknown injuries. The other is brutally injured and has to be dragged out by an aid and litter team. The camera holds on the blast site as smoke covers the ground. The operation was carried out by the Ukrainian 60th Mechanized Brigade. Footage shows two Russian soldiers running from a drone across open ground. The drone closes in and hits one man. He falls and is badly injured. Another soldier moves toward him, looks, and then runs away after seeing his condition. The camera also shows several soldiers near the trees trying to run. Later, there is a direct hit on one of the soldiers by the tree line. He catches fire and writhes in pain. Flames spread around him and smoke rises and hangs. The clip ends on the burning spot, with fire around the soldier and no movement toward rescue. A two-man Russian assault moves on a Ukrainian fighting position. As they run close, rifle fire cuts down both immediately. The second drops prone and throws a grenade toward the foxhole. The throw lands in the position, but it has little effect. A Ukrainian stands at the blast site and throws his own grenade back at the remaining attacker. It lands close, and the Russian is badly injured. The clip ends with the position holding. Most assaults now are not big pushes with many soldiers and vehicles. Drones change the field. Today an assault is often 2 or 3 men without armor support. A Russian motor pool in southern Ukraine is struck by loitering munitions. The first drone enters a large shed, surveying the vehicles before detonating. Multiple bomb drones are deployed in succession. The strikes destroy the motor pool and its vehicles. Inside the large shed, a fire breaks out and spreads. Thick black smoke comes out and drifts over the site. Identified targets include 2 T-80 tanks, a Terminator BMPT, a BMP-3, and several support trucks. The sequence builds into a full loss of the motor pool. Reconnaissance footage from Donetsk captures a Russian vehicle being chased and struck by FPV drones. The crew bails out quickly to improve their chances, leaving the vehicle to roll on its own. One of the 2 soldiers lies on the ground, dazed and apparently wounded. A later cut shows additional hits landing on the vehicle. It is unclear what happens to the wounded soldier. Limited details accompany a strike on Russian forces at a training ground near Oleshki National Park in the Kherson region. Several explosions hit the area, with the last strike doing the most damage. An airburst detonates directly over a Russian platoon standing close together. Reports say a commander had ordered them to form up in close formation, even near the front line, and within HIMARS range. The result is heavy casualties in a single moment. Reports add that 20+ Russians were killed, with about 20 in the formation at the time. A Ukrainian National Guard unit releases a mashup of strikes on Russian positions. Targets include men hiding under downed vehicles, trench fighting points, and combat support gear. The clips move quickly from find to hit to brief aftermath. Each strike is shown with a short view of the target, and then the detonation. Dust and debris can be seen around the attacked area after each blast. Many soldiers are killed or injured through these attacks. The footage stays focused on the targets and the moments of impact. Fiber optic drone footage, recorded near Lymansky, shows a series of defensive drone strikes against a Ukrainian counterattack. The source claims that all of these drone strikes happened around the same time. The edit presents the hits in quick succession and from the same feed. The compilation shows attacks on several vehicles. Riders and soldiers inside the vehicles are either killed or injured. The view stays on the approach and the moment of detonation. Footage shows a Russian T-80 being hit repeatedly by FPV drones until it detonates in a ball of fire. The crew had concealed the tank in foliage, and the vehicle shrugs off several hits before it goes up in flames. The source notes that Russian crews appear to have improved their protection and concealment. The video raises whether better camouflage is making vehicles harder to detect and whether the effort improves survivability. The footage ends as the vehicle catches fire and flames rise higher and higher. Smoke builds and fills the screen. Near Vuhledar, a Russian push runs into Ukrainian artillery and drones. The source mentions renewed mechanized attempts and the fire that meets them. The video shows multiple hits on tanks. Smoke pours out and a few catch fire after impact. Claims say 3 tanks, 5 BMP-S, 4 BMD-S and 5 MT-LB-S are destroyed. Drone-dropped munitions also strike trenches, where soldiers are brutally injured and many are killed. The edit stays on impacts and damaged vehicles. Afterwards, the surviving soldiers can be seen leaving the area and moving away from the positions. 2 wounded Russian soldiers receive instructions to surrender dropped by a Ukrainian drone. The package falls near them, and they wave it and look at the drone, showing they have seen it. Nearby Russians in a trench notice and react. They throw a grenade toward the wounded men, then leave the trench and finish the killing at close range. The clip is shown from a distance, but the outcome is clear. Due to the subject matter, viewer discretion is advised. Footage from the 93rd Mechanized Brigade shows 2 soldiers from the Signum Recon unit clearing Russian positions near Bakhmut. The video combines helmet or body cam views with a spotter drone for context. The pair assaults dugouts and holes along a damaged tree line. One of the soldiers prepares to enter a dugout with his rifle. Later, the drone provides overwatch and records where their grenades land. The short video ends with a brief, almost poetic sunset shot against the scene. Drone video released by the Ukrainian 47th Drone Strike Group shows a Russian soldier being hit by a drone-dropped munition while hiding under what looks like a piece of carpet. The blast breaks his arm. He starts self-aid in view of the camera, bending the arm back toward position and applying a tourniquet. He is in visible pain as he works. The cut ends with the soldier still on the ground, securing the tourniquet and trying to stabilize himself. Video released to YouTube by the Terror Unit shows a Ukrainian soldier standing in a trench near Bakhmut as he receives a phone call from the mobilization office. The call was to draft him into service, the kind of call most recruits would normally get back home, not from the front line. With a touch of irony, the soldier reminds them he's already exactly where they want him to be. Drone footage shows a wounded Russian soldier repeatedly moving from one place to another, trying to warm himself. Then he moves to a burning body. The body is already on fire. As he stays close to the flames, munitions on the corpse suddenly cook off. Secondary explosions hit near him and cause serious injuries. The camera holds as he is struck and falls. Smoke spreads around the spot as he lies still. The clip ends with the man down and the area still burning. Drone footage from Ukrainian sources shows a Russian soldier asking for cigarettes. The scene references a common practice in which rear Russian drone teams fly small care packages forward. At the same time, a Ukrainian drone armed with a dropped munition arrives over the same area. The Russian soldier is then attacked and hit. He is badly injured by the strike. The view stays overhead as the munition descends and strikes. Video released by Ukraine's defense intelligence shows a special operations team raiding a collaborator's home near Kherson. The footage follows the team as they move by vehicle and on foot to the location. They check the exterior for cameras and other security measures, then maneuver to the entry and deliver a hard knock. After the initial contact, they secure rooms. People of interest are detained. The team searches for any sensitive materials that could lead to further targets in the area. The video ends after the house is controlled and the search is underway. Many people don't realize that in this war, there are always collaborators helping the other side for money or political views. Along with weapons and bombs, Russia also bribes people to gain advantages. Drone video released by a Russian airborne unit shows an assault against Ukrainian positions near Bakhmut. Much of the footage shows a VDV paratrooper using a Ukrainian POW as a human shield while he tries to convince the rest of the Ukrainians to surrender. The camera stays at a distance and tracks them as they move. That's today's raw footage. No filters, no fluff. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share if you want more.